Hi, hello. Welcome to Laughing Spices. I'm Anna, as per usual, but today we're trying something new. Chana Masala. It is an Indian dish, not vegan, but vegetarian Indian dish. I will be making it vegan, but this recipe, and I think traditionally, is made with a ghee, like cooked in a butter or a ghee. However, today we are making a vegan version. It is essentially just a chickpea based or garbanzo bean based Indian dish. Lots of good spices in there. I'm really excited. Some things I wasn't able to find in the area, but a lot I was. First things first, I do not always follow my own advice, but I do think the best thing to start with is getting the ingredients exactly how the ingredients list them, right? So instead of being like, okay, what's first? Combine garlic, ginger, and chilies, make sure those things are ready. Then all of a sudden, you know, it's like add the onion and your onion isn't even chopped yet. It is ideal to go down the list to make sure everything is in the form that the recipe states. So we're gonna start with that. So we need 4 medium cloves of garlic roughly chopped. Let's start there. I got this beautiful purple Montana garlic. It's grown here in Tana. So if you can't get local, treat yourself. And I'm still currently using the front camera on my iPhone 14. So that is the video quality we're dealing with. So when I zoom in, it may not look pristine, but maybe we'll move on up. We'll have to see. So usually with garlic, I usually just cut the ends off and then peel it. And then I'll show you kind of what I do to chop it. I smash it oftentimes where I'll take my knife and go like this. I'll probably do that today. For chopping it, I think my mom taught me the main reason to do that is to make it, to get all the aroma, like all the flavor out of it. So it's not all just tightly wound up in there. But if you're chopping it, or especially because I believe in this recipe, we are going to pulse like with the hand blender, the garlic. Probably not necessary that I smash it, but it's also kind of satisfying. So do that. But for a long time, I'd always forget that garlic was sticky is what that word was if you missed it. Oh man, this is beautiful garlic. That is gorgeous. You see how my hand is just like the garlic sticky is unreal. All right, 1-inch knob of garlic peeled and roughly chopped. I think mine's a little bigger than that. Probably more like 2 inches, but I like ginger, so we're gonna peel it and then chop it up. I'll just try to keep my cutting boards big enough. I'll just try to keep my things separate because at this time, I'm not positive when these things get added in the process, so. Here's one thing about me is that if you don't have to do something like peel ginger, I probably wouldn't do it. So I'm sure there's some things I'm doing that you don't have to do, but like carrots, for instance, no, I don't. If I peel them and eat the peel. Like I never peel them and throw the peels away personally.
I really like using these. Just like drinking things instead of eating them. Helps me cut calories, right? For me, so super cooked this morning. And then I got a little mug, and now it's like 1 o'clock, and I'm just having this protein drink. And it helps me not starve myself all day long.
Super diced. All right, next up, 1 to 6 Thai green chilies to taste, roughly chopped. So this one, I couldn't find. I looked around Whole Foods, Town and Country is a local chain here. I looked one more place, I think. Oh, I looked at another local chain, Winco. Could not find Thai green chilies, so we're not going fresh. We're going with the hatch diced green chilies. Typically used for Mexican food. These are not Thai green chilies, but I'm hoping it adds enough spice. I got the hot variant. We'll see if it works. Hopefully that extra ginger that I added will make up for the spice. But so I'm hoping if it's not spicy enough, we can add something else. And of course I'd rather use fresh, but don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. All right, 2 tablespoons, 30 milliliters of juice from 1 lemon. My little ramekin. This is, I'm trying to put it out so you can see it. Move my cup. Wet my whistle here. This lemon juicer is awesome, but this lemon seems to be a little bit big for it. Hopefully I'm getting all the juice out. I don't know if that's enough, but I'm just gonna go with it and just do one lemon like the recipe states. Which, you guys know me, I'm not always one to follow the directions. I'm actually gonna since I'm going in order here, I'm going to get the Thai green chilies ready. Since it said 1 to 6, I'm just gonna add this whole little can. This is 4 ounces. I don't know. It's cooking, not baking. We don't have to be exact. All right, kosher salt. I'm guessing that's just to sprinkle because it doesn't have a measurement. So I have salt there, 2 tablespoons, 30 milliliters of vegetable oil or ghee. I'm gonna use this toasted sesame oil. I love this, it's great. And I don't have vegetable oil and typically I'm not gonna recommend it for, not all vegetable oil is created equal, but most of it is just pretty damaged and I'm not a fan. However, I don't have ghee in the house, even though I think it's great. And this toasted sesame seed oil is great. Adds a really nice nutty flavor, and I think this dish will be complemented with it. So I'm gonna use that. Then next up, we have 2 teaspoons black mustard seeds. Again, could not find them anywhere. Could have ordered them online, but didn't, so we are going to use yellow mustard seeds. I have those. They will have to do. I think everything else from here is actually what it's supposed to be. All right, next up, a teaspoon of whole cumin seeds. Got those right here. I'm also gonna get my measures out here. Let's see. 1 large onion, finely diced, about 1.5 cups or 300 grams. Okay, now you know me, I'm gonna see. So I have this medium onion here. Once I get it peeled, I'm gonna pop it on the kitchen scale and see how close we are to 300 grams. Very curious about that. But not necessary, just cooking, so I don't have to measure this. I'm literally mostly just curious. All right, let's pop this on the kitchen scale. Okay, this is 346 grams onion. Let's use the whole thing. But just, it's good to know the recipe is not too far off of a medium onion being around 300 grams. Right, this says it's to be finely diced, so I'm guessing this does not go into our hand blender. So I'm gonna dice this one a little more fine. I'm gonna make sure my ginger and garlic are well out of the way. I love using a big cutting board because then you don't have to even necessarily use little dishes for this stuff. You can just kind of push it aside. Okay, next up we have 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. All right, this is hilarious. So my father-in-law could not believe we get our baking soda at Costco, and this is the amount. It's like so heavy. How much is this? This is 13.5 pounds of baking soda. So hopefully we have enough. Next up, 2 teaspoons ground coriander. Got that. 1/2 teaspoon ground black pepper. 1/2 teaspoon ground turmeric. Check. 1.5 teaspoons store-bought or homemade garam masala. I decided to store-buy it. I got it at our local Town and Country. It is just a combination of spices. If you want extra credit, you should make your own and let me know, or if you have any recommendations for the best recipe, how to make your own garam masala, please let me know. 14-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes. I have a 28-ounce can, so we'll just use half of this guy. I'm gonna open it up then. All right, 2 14-ounce cans of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. All right, I will do that now. All right, and then just a cup of cilantro leaves. Come say hi. People like to see more than just my face.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Love you.
Love you too. Looks good.
Yeah, you get to try it later.
Yum.
You have to say it's good, even if it's not.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
All right, love you, honey. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
I am excited, guys. This is gonna be so good. I have not washed the cilantro yet, so let's do that. All right, now my cutting board's getting a little small, so I'm going to put my onions into a little dish. I will sometimes just take a whole bunch of cilantro and chop it up and put it in my salad. I love cilantro. It's also very good for your liver. It's very detoxifying for your liver. Love when we find medicine right there in our food. But I've heard, you know, to some people it tastes like soap. If you're one of those people out there, I'm so curious about you. Let me know in the comments. And also, don't put cilantro in your chana masala because I don't want it tasting like soap. Okay, now we're finally on to the recipe itself. All right, we got all our sous chef duties done.
At the time of this recording, Milton had not yet assumed the role of sous chef here at Laughing Spices.
Combine garlic, ginger, chilies, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, and half a teaspoon kosher salt. Pound or process until a fine paste is produced. Set aside. I am going to use my hand blender, like I mentioned. And I'm actually going to measure my salt. It's like a miracle. I never do that. Okay. It smells amazing. I hope you make this at home because it smells really good. It smells awesome. That smells great. All right, large saucepan. So I would consider a large to medium. So let's risk it. Let's see if it's big enough. It's this guy right here. Then, I'm moving this now because it's so ugly. I'm gonna put my guy on medium to medium high. I find with these types of burners, the electric, I go on the lower side than if I had an open flame, just because you're like in a little less control of it, especially with something like sesame oil, which is a pretty delicate oil. Anything that's liquid like this at room temperature is not going to be incredibly sturdy, like say a ghee or a butter. Most things, so if something at room temperature, which I don't know, it's like probably 60 in here or something, is going to be, no, it's probably 65, I don't know. Anyway, anything at like a normal room temperature is solid, is going to be a lot more stable of a cooking fat. So something like a butter, a coconut oil, a lard is definitely what we'd call a saturated fat. It's saturated because it's, I like to think saturated solid. That's what helps me. Whereas a monounsaturated fat, like, actually, I think sesame oil is a polyunsaturated fat. And it's pretty unstable. So some people would say don't heat it at all. I think that's a little too much. You certainly wouldn't like deep fry it or try to cook it at like 450 degrees for 20 minutes or something like that. That's too much. But for heating and stuff, I'm okay with it, but you definitely aren't gonna notice it's gonna have a lot lower of a smoke point. So you wanna look out for that. Because when the damaged fats, when fats break down and they become damaged, then your body has a harder time making good solid cells out of those things. And you're more likely to get things like cancer. It says it wants it to simmer, but I don't want it to smoke if it's, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on it here on the medium heat. And then I'm gonna measure out my mustard seeds and my cumin while I'm here. So, and let's see if I have 2 teaspoons of mustard seeds. It's probably gonna be pretty dang close in here. Well, maybe not, we'll see. I think I'm just, regardless, I think I'm just gonna use all of them. Yeah, that's about 2 teaspoons, so I'm just gonna use all of them. These cumin seeds, delicious. Here we go. All right, let's see, let's check on our, I'm gonna err, like I kind of mentioned, I'm gonna err on the side of going when it's maybe a little cooler than the recipe would recommend, because I don't want to go crazy frying up the sesame seed oil. Add mustard seeds and cumin. They will sputter. They will sputter and spit for a few seconds. As soon as they're aromatic, which should be about 15 seconds, add all the onion at once along with the baking soda. Okay, so I want my baking soda ready. A 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. Where's my half measure? This is my half teaspoon measure, and I'm just gonna get half a teaspoon roughly by filling up about half of my half a teaspoon measure. So I got those ready, put these to the side. I'm going to add my seasonings. Oh shit.
Seasonings. Oh shit.
Dang it. I just spilled my baking soda in there. It's okay. We'll be okay. They'll be in there soon. Okay. It's funny, this recipe relies on your sense of smell. They're sizzling. Oh yeah, I can smell the cumin. All right, it's time. Add all the onion and the baking soda. Cook, stirring frequently until onions start to leave brown coating on bottom of pan, which should be about 3 to 4 minutes. Add a tablespoon of water. Scrape up browned bits from pan and continue cooking. Repeat this process until onions are deep brown, about 10 minutes total. I'm gonna set since it's been a little bit already, I'm gonna set a timer for 3 minutes just to kind of keep an eye and see how things are. So this is my rubber spatula. I love these things, they're silicone. Right, since we have some time though, I'm actually gonna bring my camera over here. Not getting brown yet though. I might turn up. I don't know, I think it's fine. It says about 10 minutes total, so I'm gonna set another 3-minute timer, kind of let it do its thing, and then check on it again. Okay, so that is what I'm dealing with. It smells amazing. I'm gonna stir frequently and then see, like the recipe says, for when those things start browning. Yum, yum. They're looking good, everybody. I'm gonna do one more little, letting them kind of stick to the pan a little bit while I put my coriander away. I'm gonna set a timer for at least a minute here, or a minute, and then keep an eye on what I have to add next. Garlic, ginger, chili paste all at once and stir to combine. Okay. No, I'm not supposed to touch it. I want them to stick. This Peruvian sweater is getting hot in here. I'm gonna get my scale out to measure my tomatoes since this is 28 ounces. They have been going for about 8 minutes at this point. I'm gonna add that tablespoon of water because finally they're starting to stick a little bit, get that browning. Okay. Nice fell down. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice and sticky. Let me now add my chili mix, my chili paste, garlic, all that stuff. I'm gonna bring you guys back to the tripod so I can use both my hands like the Lord intended. Yum! Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, let me turn the heat down a bit, take this off for a sec. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. I have to take my hat off because the Peruvian sweater is not coming off. It's not. This looks amazing. It certainly smells good. Okay, that looks and smells delicious. It's very aromatic. This is a terrible camera view, honestly. Okay, add coriander, black pepper, turmeric. Right, add the coriander. I turned my heat down to like medium low just while I'm kind of in this not quite knowing what's next. I don't want it to dry up too much. I think because I'm gonna add the tomatoes and that'll add some liquid in there too. Half a teaspoon fresh ground black pepper. That was a little more. Half a teaspoon ground turmeric. Perfect. Okay. And a teaspoon garam masala. This is my garam masala. Sure it's enough in there. Good. Get those nice and stirred in there. Oh, it's thick. Very thick. Okay, a little more liquid in here. Stir until fragrant, which should be about 30 seconds. Oh, I mean, I smelled Ooh, that smells so good. Oh, that's awesome. That smells really good. It's so, this recipe really assumes that you have a very delicate sense of smell because do I smell those exact seasonings? I can't say. Now I'm gonna add the tomatoes because it's been about 30 seconds or more. Right, here we go. I am using my hand, thank you very much. A little of the juice and let's see how many ounces that was. That was 7 or about 8 ounces, so a little more juice. Let's see, need about 3 more ounces to get to 14, or about 5 more ounces. Whoa, math is hard. Let's see where that is. 13.9, dang, let's put a tad more juice. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. All right, 14 ounces, perfect. Now it says to add tomatoes and crush them using a whisk or a potato masher. So I think I'm just gonna mush them up here Just going down like this on with my spatula, trying to be, I should have worn an apron for this one. I haven't made a mess yet, but it was a mess waiting to happen with this beautiful Peruvian sweater. Okay, here we go, mashing it up. That's from, you know, I think everybody would make it differently. I'd love to know why. I would love to compare some recipes. I compared a few, but not a ton online as to why this one says to use whole canned tomatoes, because of course you're crushing them now. So it's like, oh, why not use crushed red tomatoes? But maybe it's because it becomes more fragrant. I don't know. Maybe it's because the crushed don't add enough texture and you don't want them to be completely crushed. I don't know. But I'm essentially just crushing the tomatoes right now, so. But they seem to be doing great. There's some chunkage in there, but not crazy amounts. I have it on medium heat right now. I've tried to keep it around where because it hasn't told me to adjust the heat. So I tried to keep it around medium, how it wanted it to for the other stuff. Then add drained rinsed chickpeas and cilantro, reserving a little. And then it says bring to a simmer, or reserving a little of the cilantro, which I'm gonna add all of it because I have extra cilantro in the fridge. So as a cilantro girly, I'm adding that personally. And then, let's see. Cover with lid slightly cracked and reduce heat to maintain a gentle bubbling. Cook, stirring occasionally until liquid has reached into a thick stew and spices have melted, about 30 minutes. Stir in remaining garam masala and lemon juice, season to taste with salt, sprinkling additional cilantro on top. Not too hard of a recipe. I mean, it took me longer because I was showing you guys, of course, but this is not that crazy. So I'm gonna add our chickpeas and all the cilantro. Let's do that. I'm excited, guys. I think this will be delicious. And just so good. We got our first snow today. It's been very chilly this particular weekend. I love the fall so much. I'm such a white girl for that reason. Like, it's not even a fake. It's not like I think I should love the fall, so I do. Like, doesn't that just look beautiful? Oh my goodness. So now, just like it says, I'm just gonna stir it. It's not overly liquidy. I don't know. I think maybe did it tell me to add water? Oh, it says add half a cup of water. No wonder. I'm like, this is not as liquidy as it says. Duh. Okay. I'm gonna add my half a cup of water. Okay, so now it says to bring to a simmer. So I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit. Cover with lid slightly cracked and reduce heat to maintain a gentle bubbling. Cook, stirring occasionally until liquid has reduced to a thick stew and spices have melted, about 30 minutes. That's amazing. Okay, that's great. So I'm going to let this get to like a slight boil, reduce it, put the lid on. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna let's get to a bubble, let it simmer, and then I'm gonna put my timer on for 30 minutes and I'll be back here with you guys. I'm really excited about this, guys. I hope you make it at home too. It smells amazing. I don't think it's crazy to speak too soon and say that this is gonna be amazing, because it smells really, really good. Like that. And then I'm gonna take this guy, reduce him down, and we'll meet back here soon.
Hey guys, it's Anna from the future of when this was filmed. For some reason, I didn't film anything from after I simmered the chana masala for 30 minutes, so next up is just the footage of Tom and I trying the chana masala. Still learning this YouTube thing and truly don't know how that happened.
Relax. All right, you ready to try it now? So, hello. All right, chana masala, you wanna try it?
Let's try it.
All right, try it with a little of the rice and the sauce and a little cilantro on top. That's a good shot. Cheers.
It's really good, actually.
Good flavor.
Great flavor.
I wish it was spicier, but it's good.
It's a really good flavor, though. I don't know how to make it hotter.
Well, because I couldn't find, I was telling them in the video, I couldn't find spicy Thai green chilies. I could only find Hatch green chilies. And so,
Wow, that's great. It's really good.
but I think the flavor's delicious. It's delicious. It's really good.
It's really delicious.
You can tell it's like healthier than the one we had at the restaurant,
Yeah.
but it's not worse. It's just like you could tell it's a little lighter. You know what I mean?
And I'd rather have 3 pies on a griddle with 7 sticks of butter and brown sugar, but
If anyone in the comments can say what he's referencing, then I don't know, I'll be really impressed. All right, it's good. Enjoy my latte here. Maybe the thumbnail for this should be Peruvian sweater and Indian food. Oh my. No, that's terrible. That's really bad.